Hello and welcome to TMDWP. I'm the Elton Pope of podcasting. Anybody who's seen or heard me around the podcasting world for any length of time will have come across me talking about having experienced Doctor Who for the first time, mostly through the Target book range. Well, strictly speaking, the W.H. Allen hardback editions of those books, borrowed from my local library. And probably only maybe a third of the stories of classic Who have I encountered visually for the first time. However, there's one more option. There are one, possibly two stories that I encountered first on audio because they were missing. Fury from the Deep, released on cassette, narrated by Tom Baker, in character as the Doctor, so it was really, really weird, and they didn't do many of them, and they've since changed how they do them, but this was my first exposure to that story. The only Troughton story that doesn't begin with the word "the," production code RR, but that's all by the by. It was just a magical experience to hear this story that I was never going to be able to see. One of the things that really sticks in my mind from listening to Fury from the Deep for the first time was the cliffhangers. Well, a couple of cliffhangers in particular. This was obviously my first exposure to John Abineri, or Abineri, if that's his, I don't know how you pronounce it. But anyway, at the end of episode 2, where he talks about the thing being down there in the darkness waiting, and then the following episode when Maggie Harris walks into the ocean, the way that Tom Baker described that, I seem to recall, was quite spooky. Fraser Hines does a good job on the new version, and I guess it's also a testament to John Abineri that I cared so much when he seemingly got killed. Spoilers, everybody lives in Fury from the Deep. Now I'm sure many of you will have seen a little bit of Fury from the Deep, Mr. Oak and Mr. Quill, the censor cuts that survived due to New Zealand or Australia, which are just fantastic. These two guys are so creepy, so scary, possibly because they're people. A monster, there's something about a monster that distances it from us, whereas these guys were just people who were possessed, and the kind of and the just freaks me out. So we still don't know what we're going to see. Well, you might, because you might be watching this a few days later than when I'm releasing this, but I don't know yet what's going to be announced. I've heard rumours, I have people who've told me various things. I don't know quite what to believe. But if it is the mega haul of episodes, then I'd love to see the Massacre. I'd love to see the Mythmakers. I think that might be re-evaluated and seen as a comedy historical on a par with the Romans. And I'd love to see the Savages, because it's just always been an intriguing story to me. From Troughton, obviously, of course, I'd love to see the Dalek serials, all the monsters, and yes, I'd love to see Fury from the Deep, something that I couldn't possibly have imagined that I could do. However long ago it was, 20 years possibly, not quite that long. Certainly a long time since I first heard Tom Baker narrate that story as if he was the Doctor.